everybody. I am Anthony Barber, and today I'll be telling you about the American flag. The American flag is a source of America's history, legend, unity, and respect. I'm going to tell you about its history, where it was found, and how it was made. A little bit more about the history, and then I'm going to tell you proper ways to display it, and then improper ways to display it. And then I'll tell you about my significance, including my own experience with the American flag. Alright, let's go rolling into it. Alright, first let me tell you off in telling you about the American flag's history. Some sources believe that Francis Hopkins designed the first flag, but to this day no one will ever really know who did it. In 1776, Elizabeth Ross' husband died, and she had to run his upholstery shop all on her own. She lived near the State House, so George Washington knew how good of a mender she was, because she mended his clothes also. So he knew of her great talent. So one day he asked her if she would mend the flag for him, and she said yes. So she sewed the first flag. And June 14, 1777, Congress declares that the flag should have 13 stars and a blue background and 13 alternate red and white stripes. Red meaning hardness and valor. White means purity and innocence. The stripes represent the 13 colonies, and the stars represent the 50 states. So through the years, the flag has changed many times, leading up to 1960, when the 50th star, the state of Hawaii, was put on added to the flag. There's a flag at the top of Mount Everest by Barber in 1963, and on the moon by Neil Armstrong in 1969. Here we have Barry Bishop, 1963, and then we have the man on the moon, Neil Armstrong, putting the American flag on the moon. Puerto Rico almost becomes a state in the United States, a star on the flag, becoming a state in the United States every year. So that would make 51 stars on the flag. So up here is a couple different places what it would look like if we did have 51 stars. The top with the circle, left, and to the right. Myself, I like that one. I got all my flag information at ushistory.org. So now that I've talked about the American flag's history, I'm going to talk to you about the proper and improper ways to display the flag. Now, these are the proper ways to display the flag. So up here you have the Union facing to the left, stripes facing down. On a vehicle, you have the flag to the right of the vehicle. On a podium, you have the American flag always to the left. If it's flying with other flags, it always flies over them on the same pole. On a coffin, the Union will be to the right of the member's shoulder. And you have over a house, it will be hanging in front of the house, and then flying next to all the flags, it will always be all the way to the right. Now let me show you the improper ways of displaying the flag with the wall of shame. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, here we got, you might not see it, but it has writing on the flag. You can't write on the American flag. Here we got a member dressing up with American flag clothes. You can't do that either. Here we have a flag in the bushes. Also, your top right, you have the State Farm flag with the American flag. You can't advertise with the flag. Below you have the flag not only as an advertisement down here, but it's on the ground. Then you have another advertisement right here, a McDonald's with the flag. You can't do that. And then painting a fire hydrant with the flag. That's a big no-no. All right, now that I talked about that, let me talk to you about my experience in the significance to me of the flag. After 9/11, the towers went down, and the incident in Pennsylvania. A lot of people hang American flags in their cars, houses, and work centers. This shows that after something so tragic happened, how our country could come together as one. Here we got towers, people hanging from their buildings, houses, and vehicles. I'm sure everyone remembers after 9/11, everyone hanging from their vehicles at least. Right. Growing up, I always knew it was summertime when my father took our American flag out of the closet to display it for upcoming patriotic holidays. In July 2011, when I was deployed to Qatar, I get a call from American Red Cross that my father was real sick. So I boarded a plane that night and flew all the way back to Boston, Massachusetts to spend the last few days with my father. I got to spend a week with my father until he passed away. My father was a veteran who served in the Vietnam War, so at the funeral, my family felt it was right for me to receive the flag in his honor. So every summer, I take the flag out of my closet and hang it outside, not only for the holidays, but to carry it on his legacy in his honor. So today I talked about the American flag's history with Elizabeth Ross creating the first flag, and then I talked about the improper and proper ways to display the flag, and then I also talked about my experience with the flag in 9/11 and whatnot. So next time you see the flag, remember the values it symbolizes in our proud heritage and warrior ethos as we show respect for the freedom and liberty. We honor, remember, and celebrate those that give their lives to ensure that the future generations could enjoy these great privileges. Thank you everyone for joining. After you can ask me any questions you like. Thank you.